All right. So we have turned on the recording. So again, I will repeat that this whole program is going to be divided in two parts. First is going to be just the Python programming for intermediate use. And second part is going to be utilizing the packages like pandas into deep. All right. So today we'll try to finish as much of introductory or intermediate Python as possible. And in the second phase on maybe on Saturday or Sunday morning batch, we will start with more pandas. Okay, so these are the 5 points which I think in the beginning class we have already seen that Python is case sensitive, okay, and print will throw an error because there's a capital P there. We need to have it a small letter P, all right. Variable names cannot start with numbers or special characters except for the underscore. Single underscore is allowed, but don't use double underscores, all right. White space and indents are pretty much important. Many places you will try to copy the code from the internet, like from Stack Overflow or some other blog, and you will try to run it and you will see an indent error. Okay, that means that this place over here you see, right? There might be a space somewhere that you need to fix it. That's it. All right. So that's the white space or indent related error. Counting starts from zero. That always we have to remember in any most of the programming languages. Counting starts from zero. Okay, indexing or counting. Hashtag is for commenting, and for notebook the shortcut is control plus your forward slash. All right, we'll just see everything in one go. Okay, so first thing always we do is to print hello world, but we are going to just use the print hello. Hashtag is for commenting, and we can use control plus forward slash to change this. Okay, if anybody has a console open, they can still try it. All right, and this is how we assign a variable. Text equal to hello, it's possible. We cannot use something like one text, it's not going to work, but we can do text one, that's going to work. Underscore text is fine, okay, but don't try to go with double score on text because it's kind of reserved for some other Python functionalities, so try to avoid that. Okay, another thing is single line quote and double line quotes while we are printing strings. Okay, so single line quote here, for example, let's see, we are trying to print these things. So first two parts are fine. Okay, the second part here, most of the time many people will cause a problem with single quotes. Okay, so single quotes use if we are using single quotes at all places, and if there is any apostrophe we have to use, then we will have to use a backward slash to counter it. Okay, otherwise just use double quotes, right, to at the rest of the place. For example, here, if I have just double quote here, it's going to throw a problem. I can use a backslash and it's going to work pretty fine. There's something else called multi-line string. This is also called doc string, right? Okay, so this is also called doc string. This is basically a double line, multi-line string or multi-line commenting. Okay, here any enter we are entering, it's going to be part of the code and it's not going to cause us any problem. All right, anybody has any questions so far?
I have to give a backward slash to print that apostrophe s.
Yes, if you are using a single apostrophe, for example, your outer quote, both the inner and outer quote in a string, for example, this will separate it out. Okay, for example, we have something like this, we have to assign a variable like this, or we have to print a string like this. Okay, so if we are using a single apostrophe here, what's going to happen is it's going to throw us an error. Why? Because this is our beginning of our string, this is the end of our string. Okay, in between if there is a apostrophe which is exactly same as the single quote, then it's going to cause us a problem. So what we are going to do here is do a backslash here. What happens there is after a backslash the immediate character is considered a special character, so it's going to be considered as a string character now, and it's going to work perfectly fine. Or what we can do is we can have the outer side with the double quotes, we can close the string with double quotes. Now in this case also it's going to work perfectly fine. That was your question, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, next move to something called indexing and slicing. This is a concept in Python, how we access the iterable or countable, data types. Okay, here in text, what we can do is we can access any index we want or any position we want. For example, in the last part, we have assigned text equal to this whole sentence. All right. If we want to access the zeroth element here, okay, so counting in Python starts from 0. Okay, so this is a G at 0 position, then U is at first position, Y is at second position. Okay, so if we are trying to access the first element of this string, what we can do is pass 0. So the 0th position is G. If we type 5, what is going to be the output here? Anyone?
W.
Guys,
Position.
0, 1, 2,
W.
W,
W.
All right, let's count it. Okay, so this is, yeah, if you are not speaking anything useful, you can just mute yourself for that period of time. All right, after speaking you can just mute yourself, because we are hearing the background noise for us, some of us. So all right, so we'll just start with the count. This is zeros, this is the first position, that's U. Y is at second position, S is at fourth, and then we have space here. Okay, this is at fourth and W is at fifth position. So if we run for the fifth, we get the W here. Okay, so this is called indexing. If we are trying to access a character at any position, it's going to be called indexing, because these are the indexes for those characters. Wherever in the memory it's being saved, this is G is being assigned the location for this text. It's assigned 0th position. Okay, U at 1, Y at 2, S at 3, space is at 4, and W at 5. So these are the positions which are assigned to it. So if we just call the variable with that position, we are going to get the variable, the character which is at that exact position. So it's called indexing. So indexing means that it's the place where that thing is located. All right. Second thing is called slicing. Slicing is from A to B. So we want to pull out a part of the iterable object. All right, so for example, here we want to start from 0 to 9. All right, so if we run it, we get guys were. Okay, now think about it. The fifth position was W, seventh E, eighth RE, and ninth is sixth, seventh, and eighth. Eighth is E. Okay, but there is ninth position should be a space, but here we are not able to see the space. Why is that? Anybody can explain that part?
Yes, sir. So as per Python, it will take for example, if we are giving a range, so it will take the first element, but it will exclude the second part. So till it will take 0 to 8.
count starts.
Yeah, so this is how it works in slicing. Counting starts from 0, but we stop at n minus 1. Wherever we want to stop, the position where we stop, it's going to exactly stop one place before it. All right? So it's going to stop one place before it. Okay, so ninth position was exactly a space, but we always stop one position before it. So that's why we only got till WERE, and there is no space included. If you want the space included here, we have to go to the next one and we will have a space here. All right, let's move to some string manipulation methods. Okay, so this is my new string. I have returned to infinity and beyond. Anybody has watched the Buzz Lightyear show, they might remember it. So we will just print this text and see this text is perfect. And now there are few text methods we are going to try. The upper method is going to give us the uppercase letter, uppercase conversion. Okay, text dot upper. Next, if you want to convert it to lower, text dot lower is going to give us the lowercase conversion. Everything is going to be converted into a lowercase there. All right. If you want to count a particular word in a whole sentence, we can use something called dot text, dot count, and inside it we can pass the parameter, how many times the in is coming. Okay, so here we can see that in is coming 2 times in this. Infinity spelling has in1 and in twice, so it's going to give us the counting like this. It doesn't take it as words. Okay, Python is not going to take it as words. If you want to find something in the sentence, and we can use the dot find. Okay, here I have written something called earth. Earth is not part of this sentence, is it? If not, then we are going to see it's returning us -1. It means that this is not part of this string. Okay, you can write, and it's going to give us exact location at the 16th element. The beyond is starting. All right, that part clear?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I think I should share this file with everyone. I'm gonna stop sharing the screen and I'm going to share this file with everyone.